So, JJ's got a little bit of a tummy issue going on right now. So she pooped on the floor on Saturday. She pooped in the bed because, like, around 5 a.m. Hold on. There we go. You go, girl, JJ. Hi, go, girl. So, anyway, she pooped in the bed, apparently. This is what Russ is telling me yesterday. So, I guess Saturday morning, she pooped in the bed. So, he actually washed the sheets and blanket covers and other stuff with it that needed to be washed for the past couple of months, probably, or a few months, I don't know. There you go, Gigi. Get some food. And, so, I mean, there's a silver lining to everything, right? At least it got washed. I had a robe in there that needed to be washed. He washed it and he went to the laundromat to dry it all. So we got fresh sheets, fresh pillowcases, all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, he's upset about her pooping on the floor and whatever. So he tried to keep her out of the room last night. Well, you know, the hole we have in our door. Hi there, Herbster. I see you crawling out. Just some green. These greens don't last very long. Slimy greens. Should be a song. No, it shouldn't. Slimy greens. Should not be a song. Anyway. What was I saying? What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. It was something about poo. About the dog. It was about the dog, but I don't remember what I was saying. I really don't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Well, if I remember, I'll talk about it later. Okay, bye. I think it's about 10:30 in the morning, obviously. So I remember Russ was getting mad about the dog poop. Dog pooped in the yard, in the upstairs hall, and he was angry about that. Oh no, she pooped in the bed because she's had some stomach issues or whatever. So pretty solid poop this morning. She just pooped right now, so that's good. But she's gaining a lot of weight. She's gained a lot of weight within the last couple of weeks. So I don't know what that's about. Really, she looks chubbier anyway. So either it's a gas and she's very bloated, or she needs to go on a diet again. I'm gonna reduce her food intake to a third cup twice a day. We got some tree guys over here. It says my tree guy. I'm making a bunch of noise. You know, hit the wood chipper there. Guy's got pretty big beard. Which that's fun, right? You know. So anyways, Science Week was last week. We got a lot of stuff. Russ asked me about the Diet Coke. If I was gonna drink it or use it. And if we don't use it, he's gonna drink it. And so much for Diet Coke and Mentos. Anyways, now I gotta poop. Shock and awe. JJ did not finish her food from this morning. From 5:45 in the morning, she did not finish her food. I'm in shock. I hope she's not. Maybe she is sick. Just feeling very full these days. So I will reduce her food and her food. I'll give her, you know, the 1/3 cup twice a day as opposed to, you know, the other stuff. So I had another blender bottle. It's in the car, like in the back seat or the floor of the back of the car, because that's where it ended up after Russ moved it. I'm gonna use a Jedi cup for my 1 serving, and then I can mix it good with my new mixer. Yeah. I'm all out of my pure protein, rich chocolate, naturally and artificially flavored. It's 25 grams per scoop, so you have 50 grams a day, basically, because I use 2 scoops. So, it's plus whatever protein you get from milk, assuming you use milk, and that would be 8 grams. So you get 58 grams of protein in your diet. Oh yes, that is great. Oh yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Hey. Busted with Dizzy. Is there a letter in the bag for me? Alright, we're gonna see how well this works now. Just turn it on. That spins. I think I'll turn it on while it's in there. Here we go. Oh, see that? Mixing it up. Can't reach the bottom. Well, I'm gonna mix this up and see how well it goes. So the thing isn't very long, so you do have to, like, you know, not use such a big container. So in my bigger shaker cup, I'd have to do it in stages. But for this, it worked pretty good. It worked well. I said it did what it was supposed to do. I don't even know where the mic is on this thing, but it's fizzing. Not fizzy, but, you know, bubbles are popping. Why do I always gotta have such a dry face? Oh, I want to feed the ducks. That's what I want to do. I want to take that bag of buns back there. I want to feed the ducks. Oh, hey, I should message Makai, see if he's up for doing anything with me. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I also don't want to be alone, so, you know, there's that. I like to be around peoples, but not by myself. So, is that an issue? I have no idea. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. So the problem with binge watching is you watch the whole thing, and then you don't have anything to watch. So I'm out of stuff to watch now. Binge watching. Well, I'm not out of stuff. I have stuff I could watch. I got like movies or whatever, but I don't want to be so lazy. I do need to get out and get more protein powder. So I might as well do stuff. I don't know. I gotta get stuff together and bring head out. Well, Makai is in Kenosha with his mom till he has to go, till, you know, he's gone. He's gone. That's what it is. He's gone for the week. And that sucks for me, as I don't have anybody else to do stuff with. But that's okay, because I'll just have to do stuff on my own. So I'm gonna go to my old park that I used to go to as a kid, and because they have a small shelter there, like, you know, it's just a covering over some cement, and with those things you sit on, picnic benches. Anyways, I'm gonna do the science myself. Yeah, you know what? I actually have to go back home and get my tripod, so there's that. You hear that? There's a lot of thunder happening off in the distance. So here's what just happened. I was parked on this side. That's my car, you see right there. It's across the street. I was parked on this side of the road. Well, I did not know there was no parking, so the lady across the street, because I had to go back and get my phone, said, you park on this side, not the other side. So she warned me. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So that was very nice. All right, let's get our science on, huh? It's starting to sprinkle. I'm doing black snake experiment. You have sand on the bottom and a mixture of sugar and baking soda on top. Okay? You light it on fire. Alright, so now I see it's on fire. You can see it's on fire. Can you see it? I don't know. Yes, you can. How about I move away, huh? We're just gonna see how well this works. I don't know if you can see it, but it's growing. Can you see the black in there? Growing. It's very, very slow. Start downpouring. So behind there, what I did was I put lighter fluid on the ground and you know, I lit it on fire because I spilled some baking soda and sugar back there. It didn't light, so nothing happens there. So the sand is necessary. That's what I wanted to find out. Sand is necessary for some reason. As you can see it growing, I honestly didn't look up the chemical reaction, like why does it do this? I don't know, but it's pretty cool. It's growing slow. It's kind of like one of those fireworks snakes is what it reminds me of. It is sprinkling right now. So any other experiments will have to wait for later, because I don't want to be out here when it starts to downpour. Check up. This stuff stinks though, I'll tell you that. I don't know how much it's gonna rain. Hopefully not too much. Still burning. Let's give it some time and see how big it gets. So, I don't think it's gonna downpour anytime soon, but here's my conclusion for the black snake experiment here. There's a chemical reaction obviously happening. I think that if you were to mix the lighter fluid, baking soda, and sugar together, just mix it all up, make it a thick, not a paste, but you know, something thicker than that. And then light that on fire, I think it would be more consistent, whereas this is where all the lighter fluid landed. That's what's making the snake. But I still think it's pretty cool. It's been probably 10 minutes since filming. It's been like 10 minutes, you know. So anyways, there's not that much in there. And also, it's cool. Look, it's like ash. It feels like ash. That's what that feels like. It's cool. See that? See that? Basically, it just makes like a, I think it probably makes like a, because of the, oop, that's still hot. Oops. So that'll go away with the rain once it starts to rain here. Ah. So I think with the sugar and the baking soda probably makes like about bicarbonate ash is what's going on. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'd probably do it again. And you could do it indoors. I've noticed you could do this one indoors, so I didn't have to be outside. So still very thundery right now. I want to stop this experimentation and get home before it starts to downpour. So just to reiterate, sand, then an equal mixture of baking soda and sugar. Baking soda, not baking powder. Baking soda and sugar. Alright. I've thoroughly soaked. When you put it in here, you have to put the sand on the bottom, the layer of lighter fluid, then your mixture of baking soda and sugar, with also another layer of lighter fluid. Now, I just want to see basically how large or long we can get this snake to grow. Probably take some time, but let's try it out. Alright. Now, it should be even because I have put in an even amount distributed among the layer. So, let's let that run and see how big we get. So that seems to be all we're going to get out of this one. So it's less is more. Less is more. If you want a bigger snake or a longer snake, do a smaller pile. Because this is all we got out of this one. And having more lighter fluid distributed doesn't matter. So that's good to know. So now here What I have in this bottle is liquid plumber. I got some thick liquid plumber in here, in there. And then here is a balloon, and in it has some balls of aluminum foil. Now what should happen here is I'm gonna put this on top of the bottle and dump the aluminum foil balls into the liquid plumber. Now what should happen here is a chemical reaction of it's an alkaline reaction. Basically, the alkaline stuff in the plumber fluid will eat away at the aluminum, and it will create a gas. I don't know which gas it is. I couldn't find any information on that, but it will fill the balloon with a similar, not the same, but a similar gas to helium. And by similar, I mean it will be lighter than air. So we're going to fill the balloon, and we will let the balloon go in the air outside. So let's see. I don't know how long it takes, but we'll see. So I took my phone because, you know, this was taking a long time. This is after, I think, 45 minutes. Still going. Yep. I do wonder if I were to, let's just mix that up some more. Curious to see what the aluminum seat looks like after this is done. I'm also curious to know if it would have worked better if they were not balls, but maybe strips. That's something I would try out some other time. This is taking a long time. Okay, well, we'll just let that sit even longer. I'm watching the roast of Bruce Willis. Still getting some gas. It's definitely not a lot. Oh, interesting. There's a layer. What is that? Like on top right here. It's like milky white. That's interesting, I think. Yeah. Still really thick. I don't know what. I'm gonna dump this down the drain because, you know, Drano and all. It's very interesting, I think. Ooh. Okay then. We'll just let that keep going. Okay, so now it's been like a few hours. See how it's still growing? And now the foam is getting up in the balloon. And you see it's expanding more and more. With the, you can see it's lighter there. So, yeah, we're going to keep going. Ooh, the bottle is getting warm. The bottle is warm even, like up here where the aluminum is. There's still kind of like this white, I don't know what that is. Very, very interesting indeed. So we've still got some gaseousness happening. Oh, look at that. Look at it. Look at it. See, it's like it's grown. Whatever that is. There's something else in there. All I thought was going to be the gas. Not gas. This is sand from the beach. And from the beach. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I can bleach it. I don't know how you bleach sand. I'll look it up. So you see here, we're still getting bigger. I really can, this bottom part, you see that? Like, I don't know what, it's like a jelly something. It's like separating the foam, this jelly part, and then like liquid plumber part down here. Well, liquidy. It's very interesting to see, but it's taking an awful long time to put this balloon, puff up this balloon more. Well, my power is at 3%, so I'm going to plug in my phone, catch up on Shameless, and then we'll see where we're at that time. So, the bubbles burned, they melted some of the plastic. So, I'm going to go dump this in the neighbor's yard. Oh, well, in between our fences anyway. And then I'm going to throw this balloon over the fence. Okay, bye. Alright, so the smell that emits smells like bleach. I don't know if it works like bleach. I just put some on my shirt by accident, so if I end up with bleach spots, or what looks like bleach spots, then we know. There is a film, like kind of a, see, it's like not clear, It's kind of like gooey looking, right? I'm not really sure. It was a very interesting experiment. I would not recommend letting it go too long. Or maybe using the water balloons instead of regular size ones, because that one didn't fill up very well, very far, very much. You know what I mean. Okay. Oh, my phone is so dirty. It's 11:24 p.m. and because I finished my Netflix, I finished Orange is the New Black. I moved on to catch up with Shameless season 8. I don't remember which season it is. So I'm catching up on that. These shoes from Walmart are great because they are comfortable and they have a nice insole, but the insole likes to come out when you're not wearing socks. And that's an issue. So maybe I should just wear socks, huh? Yeah. Anywho, I got nothing to say. I'll be getting the Six Flags tickets on the 1st, and Serenity will be wiring us her portion is going to pay for Makai and herself through PayPal, because for some reason she can't access her bank. I don't really know the details on that. Not my problem. So, just be doing that. And, yeah. And then Six Flags is the 7th. I am kind of nervous, quite honestly, only because I'm excited, but I'm nervous because there was one ride I almost didn't fit in, and so I'm hoping I fit in them. I don't think I've gained any size since that was just last year, so I think I'm all right. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about it. Still gonna have a good time, me and my niece and nephew. And so, good times. It'll be good times, yeah. So, on that note, it's bedtime. I'm gonna go to sleep watching Shameless. So, I'll see you all tomorrow, which will be, what's tomorrow, Tuesday? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Good night. Toodles.